If it gets more light here, it starts going towards that direction or vice versa. And all it is a transistor, resistor, and a LDR, light sensitive LDR. Anyway, whatever LDR stands for, light distinct resistor, I don't know. I'll probably put a little note in that. Anyway, so if you turn this on and it sees light, it'll start going. So it sees light now, but if you turn that off, it sees no light, it'll stop. So my Prusa Core 1's making quick work of the new version of this. Got the base as well as two wheels. And all done. I put a bit of an undercut here, so that makes it a bit easier to fit on there. Got that idea from Maker's Muse, that channel, and it seems to work out really well. Incidentally, Fusion has this cool parametric feature on the text now, so if you update something in the parameters like R1, it can update it here. So put Rev1 here on each of these. So here's the prototype in action. I've got everything hooked up here, and let's go ahead and turn it on. So it's going toward the light, turn the light off, and it stops, although it's going toward, I guess, toward the window, so that's pretty cool. Let's see, if we say no light here, it turns, no light here, and it turns. So I'm not sure how well these are separated, so I've actually got this separator thing that I'm gonna try out eventually. Got the prototype here, but we're gonna be making another one. So first, let's make sure we got all the components we need. We got some headers, a couple of resistors, there's a 4.7 k ohm, and then the LDRs, which will react to light, a couple of 2N2222 transistors. So that's all we need as far as electronics. So just these 6 components, 3 types of components. And you got the PCB, which links it all together. So we'll solder everything in there. The header pins, need 6 of those. Gonna make a male on there, and then female for the stuff that plug in, like the battery and the 2 motors. So motors-wise, we've got these, let's see, N20 motors. So I believe these are 60 RPMs. And depending on how they're hooked up, they'll go forwards or backwards. Actually, these are a little rusty. Maybe not rusty, but look like they've been in there for a while. For the battery packs, got these off Amazon. These have an on-off switch, which is awesome. And then you put 2 AAAs in here, and you'll get nominally 3 volts, and in reality a little bit more. And we'll also need these wheels, the base, some zip ties, which I don't have here. I'll have to get those in this thing to kind of point it in one direction or another. I don't know how this will work. I'm kind of trying that out, so we'll see what goes on here. So for the female connectors, I'm going to go ahead and use these jumper wires. I'll cut these off and just use the tips. Had them left over from something else, but nice to have some scraps around sometimes. So the orange and the gray, why not? Close enough to red and black, right? Hot glue the wires on there, so it gives it a little bit of reinforcement. We got the second one. So these 222 transistors, they kind of flare out a little bit, which I thought maybe was going to be a problem, but in fact, that actually you can push it in here and they kind of lock in. So it's kind of a cool little feature. So got that, and they just plug right in. Well, or they should. There we go. Hopefully I don't damage it. And then we'll get this one too. It's nice that it sits in there. Looking good. And then we put the LDRs on the outside. The other was I kind of tried to like flare them out, kind of like bug's eyes or something. But in this case, if I'm going to be using that divider, that can help divide between which side is light and which side is dark. All right, good. And to make it stay in place, I'll just kind of make the legs split like that. How this reacts to light and darkness kind of depends on the resistor here, which nominally I was going to use this 4.7K resistor. However, I was thinking about this, In order to be able to experiment, what I thought I'd do is put a female connector here so I can just swap them out very quickly. Oop, got it. And then the second one. Uh-oh, oh, that went into space somewhere. All right, so I got that. So we can put that in there eventually. So I'll go ahead and solder the other two parts for now. I'll go and use some heat shrink on this too, so to keep things from shorting out. Gotta put that on first. Something I've forgotten to do many times. Soldering irons will work for this, but heat guns are a bit better. All right, so there's our motors ready to go, hopefully. So I got all these wired up, so that's good. It should be just plug and play. Of course, I got to get these male headers in here too. All right, got it. So in theory, all I have to do is plug these in and the battery and the motor should run. Just take a guess. Plug that in. Should be running. Yeah, maybe it's not turned on. Now it's on. Not running. That's not good. Let's see about the other motor. Nope, no action on that one either. Maybe I do have these reversed. So first that. Maybe I should have put a plus or minus on the PCB. Have to remember to do that for the next rev if I make one. Oh, look at that. Both of them are running. That's awesome. Running pretty fast too. Yay. And then when I covered up, no light, not running. So you put the board like this. And then we've got screws that go in on either side. Put this in here. Put that in there. And then we'll attach it with the zip ties. Yeah, decent press fit on this. Snip this. Uh-oh. Switch that around. Look at that. Following the light. Definitely reacts to light, but I'm gonna have to change the resistors around to get it to do exactly what I want. I don't know if I'm gonna have to increase that or decrease it. So I changed this around and put 220 ohm resistors on each of these, roughly. Let's see, so let's see how it works out. So it works, but maybe it needs to be a little more sensitive. So maybe bump it up to 400 or something. Right, so I've got a 470, I think, ohm resistor on here, so about twice as much. Turn it on, see what happens. Oh, yep, more sensitive for sure. Let's see, we'll put the light from this on it, and it should chase it. pretty happy with how this turned out. Of course, I did the other version, which just used light-dependent resistors in line with this, acting as sort of a rheostat. A little bit different thing, but I think with the transistor, gives it a nice bit of control. Obviously, this little head thing you can tilt back and forth is kind of nice. I enjoyed making this project, and the plans and stuff should be on the description, so check that out if you want to print your own. Thanks so much for watching. This is Jeremy Cook, signing off.